Ukraine launched a large-scale overnight attack on Russia, targeting military facilities and oil infrastructure deep inside Russian territory. Kyiv struck targets hundreds of kilometers away from the front line using its indigenous FP-5 Flamingo cruise missiles. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky put up a video on social media purportedly showing the Flamingo missile flying over Russian skies and heading towards the city of Cheboksary. Zelensky said the Flamingo missile struck a military plant in the city which supplied drones and missile components to the Russian army. Zelensky said that the target was about 900 kilometers from the front line, and he praised the Ukrainian forces for their precision. Ukraine's FP-5 Flamingo missile was unveiled late last year. It was a range of about 3,000 kilometers. It can fly at speeds approaching 900 kilometers per hour, and it can carry a warhead weighing over 1,100 kilograms. The video shared by Zelensky shows the missile flying close to the surface. Lower altitude flight allows cruise missiles like the Flamingo to avoid air defense systems, even though they fly at lower and slower speeds than traditional ballistic missiles or hypersonic ones. The military plant in Cheboksary was not Ukraine's only target. Zelensky says Kyiv also hit 2 oil refineries in Russia's Vladimir region. He said that these were 700 kilometers from the front line. And the Ukrainian president also added that Russia's Kyiv oil refinery in the Samara region was hit. Reports say that at least 29 drones attacked the oil refinery in Samara. Russia's defense ministry reported that it destroyed 326 Ukrainian drones overnight. Despite these, several managed to make an impact alongside the Flamingo cruise missiles. Not all of Ukraine's targets were deep inside Russian territory. It also targeted Russia-occupied Mariupol. The port in Mariupol was set ablaze after Ukrainian strikes. The attack was reportedly carried out by the 1st Azov Corps and the SBU security service. Kyiv says the port was being used by Moscow for military logistics and the illegal export of Ukrainian grain, coal and metal to Russia. Ukraine says that it has significantly limited the port's capacity as a logistics hub. But despite the latest successes, Ukraine received some bad news from Europe. Bulgaria says that it will no longer provide weapons from its army stock to Ukraine. The country has called for the pursuit of a diplomatic solution to end the war. US-brokered talks between Russia and Ukraine have been stalled since this February. That's because the US began its war in Iran and put a peace deal in Ukraine on the back burner. But Europe has once again begun clamoring for Russia-Ukraine peace talks, and Russia's foreign ministry says that the UK, France and Germany plan to send their ambassadors to Moscow to discuss a settlement. Russia's foreign minister says that Russia will receive the European envoys, but he added that Moscow needed serious reassurances to begin a dialogue. As the US remains engaged in West Asia, Europe is trying to force its way into peace negotiations. How that will play out, it's just a matter of time. Wait and see.